Story Detectives, and welcome to video 2 of David Walliams' There's a Snake in My School. And on this video we're going to look at the word of the week and some of the other vocabulary in the story. So can we have a drum roll please? The word of the week this week is mischievous. Wow, that's a great word. You can sort of pronounce it mischievous or mischievous. Both will suffice. I'm going to put that as our word of the week. So let's have a quick look and find it in the story. So it says here, the python was unusual and it was an unusual pet, but they had so much fun together. He'd be a balloon, a scarf, a hula hoop, a telescope. And sometimes when they were both feeling particularly mischievous, a third arm. So mischievous. I'm sure you've heard this word before, but what exactly does it mean? Let's have a little look in our dictionary. So the word mischievous begins with the letter M. So we need to go through the dictionary and through the alphabet till we get to the letter M. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, L, M. Oh, I've gone past it. L, M. There we go. Right, mischievous. Let's find it. Where have I got it here? Okay, there it is. It's full of mischief, teasing, slightly malicious. Well, let's see what mischief means. Mischief is annoying but not malicious behaviour. Designed, what does it say? Sorry, I can't see this. That causes trouble or irritation. And then it says an inclination to tease. So I think in this case, let's summarise our meaning here. I've got it's an adjective, meaning full of mischief, which is annoying or irritating behaviour. So the definitely in the story, I think the snake was biting that man's bottom. So I would definitely agree that was annoying or irritating behaviour designed to tease. So let's put that there. We have the word mischievous and the meaning an adjective full of mischief, which is annoying or irritating behaviour. So let's have a quick look at some synonyms and antonyms. What about the word well-behaved? Now, that snake was being mischievous when it was biting the man's bottom. So I think it wasn't being very well behaved. So I'm going to put the words well-behaved or the phrase well-behaved in with the antonyms. That is the opposite of mischievous. What about the word impish? Oh, that's a good word. Impish is when you're being a bit naughty and a little bit, a bit sneaky. So if you're being impish, it's a little bit like mischievous. So I'm going to put that one with the synonyms. What about the word naughty? Oh, that's an easy one. If you're being mischievous, then yes, you're being a bit naughty. That's a synonym for mischievous. How about the word obedient? Well, I don't think obedient is the same as mischievous, because if you're being obedient, you certainly wouldn't have your snake bite somebody's bottom. So I think obedient is the opposite. So I'm going to put that one there with the antonyms. And then malicious. Oh, this is when something's really bad. Actually, this may be a little bit stronger than mischievous, but it's on the same lines. If you're doing something really naughty, you can say you're malicious. That's when you're doing something really naughty. And then another one, we have the word kind. Well, that's obviously the opposite of mischievous. If you were being kind, you certainly wouldn't let your pet snake bite somebody on the bottom. So there we have our word of the week, which is mischievous. The meaning, which it's an adjective and it means full of mischief, and mischief is annoying or irritating behaviour. And the synonyms, so these are the words that mean the same kind of thing as mischievous, are impish, naughty and malicious. And our antonyms, which are the words that mean the opposite, are well-behaved, obedient and kind. Now we've done our word of the week there. I will just slide that to one side, but I'm just going to have a little look at some of the other vocabulary in this book. There's one or two words that may not be that familiar to you. So let's double check. I did underline them. La 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 la. No, not there. Where are they? Oh, I love that, by the way. The goldfish tried to hide behind some water. Why would it be difficult to hide behind water? Well, water is transparent. Do you remember when we did that stuff about shadows, when we were looking at the Ugly Five book. Well, if something's transparent, you can't hide behind it, can you? It doesn't even create a shadow. Okay, so the first one I've got here, I feel like I've missed one, but anyway, I'll check in a minute, is the word marvel. Soon everyone was gathered around to marvel at Penelope. I'm sure you've heard the word marvellous many times. That means wonderful, fantastic. But to marvel at something, it's used there as a verb, and it means to look at something in wonder or excitement and think, wow, that is amazing. That is marvellous. So that is to marvel. Okay, let's have another quick look. Was there another one? Oh, now I love this word. Miss Bloke, the headmistress, thundered into the playground. Now, normally we think of the word thunder as to be, you know, for the weather when you're thinking about thunder and lightning. But when you use the word thundered like this, it means she arrived with a big, loud bang and a crash, and she was not in a good mood. So if you thunder somewhere, you're arriving in a really banging, noising, bad sort of mood. So that's thundered. And then menace. Now this is a word that means very annoying. You might say that rats are a menace, they're a pest. Or you could say, oh, it's a real menace when the, when somebody has broken my car, there's, let the tyres down on my car, what a menace you are. In the UK, there is a famous cartoon character called Dennis the Menace, which is a nice little rhyming name, and he's always causing trouble and mischief and being mischievous. And then we have the word confiscated. Now, this is a word you don't hear very often, I have to be honest with you. It's when somebody in authority takes something away from somebody else. So, for example, school is a place where things can be confiscated. If you brought something into school and the teacher said, oh, no, you really shouldn't have that in class, I'm going to take that away until the end of the day, then it's going to mean that you cannot play with it till the end of the day. You brought in something dangerous or silly, or maybe even just something very, very fragile that we don't want you to break. We might confiscate that item. I think you could use it in certain other circumstances as well. Maybe in legal terms, maybe somebody could confiscate something from you. It's taking something away. You'll get it back. They're not taking it away forever, but they're taking it away because having that item is not good for your safety, or it's not good for the school. So it's when you've taken something, somebody in authority has taken something away from you, basically. Right, have we got any more words? Let me just have a quick look. Was that the last one? Humongous. This is a fantastic word. I'm sure you know what it means. It means hugely big, but it's a very fun word if you want to use a word that means very, very big. Oh, and that's another one. Overjoyed. So the animals were overjoyed to be set free. That's a word, again, you don't use that very often, but it means happy, delighted. It means so full of joy that you're actually overjoyed. So that's a word that would sound good if you were doing some writing. And I think that might have been the last one. And just while I've got the book... hang on, sorry, last one. Entertained. Well, that's something that people do to amuse me. You might say, I'm always entertained when I watch... Wildcrats, or when I watch Batman movies. They entertain me, they amuse me, they're something that I enjoy doing. Or you might say, watching football I find very entertaining. Or you might say, I feel very entertained when I read a book, or I find that very entertaining. So it's when something amuses or pleases you. So the other thing that I pointed out as we were going along, I hope you noticed, was all these ... and we did that the other week. I think that was in the Charlie Cook's favourite book. We had lots of ... and in this case they're there to use, well, that one, some of them are because the sentence is not quite finished, so it should pretend to be ... a scarf, a balloon, a hula hoop, a telescope, a trombone, and there were a few ... that were used to create a bit of suspense. Let's have a little look. Where was the suspense ... Oh, except for Penelope the snake, Miss Bloat had other ideas for her ... So that's like, oh dear, what's going to happen? We know something bad's coming up for Penelope. So that's the ... used there to sort of create a bit of suspense. Okay, so tune back in for our next video and we will talk about the worksheets. Okay, thank you, bye.